What's up, everybody? It's Roger and James here, founder of this gaming podcast. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the recent update for Disney Emoji Blitz, which is kind of a villains event, which I'm going to kind of be leading over here to James, because I'm going to be honest. I brought a new iPad this week. Disney Emoji Blitz has just been installed. I am on level 1. It didn't remember who I was. It didn't remember anything, so I've had to start from scratch. So for me, I'm so far behind the curve on Disney Emoji Blitz. So you can kind of explain to me what's going on with this event and what's kind of happening.
Well, first of all, I'm surprised that you didn't have it attached to your Facebook profile, because that is the only way to save Disney Emoji Blitz.
Yeah, like I said, the problem is I had the iPad where I only had a 12 gig version, and so therefore I had to pick, and I ran out of moves. Like I've got Frozen Free Fire. I don't need this game, but now I can play it properly. My wife's addicted to it, but I can now actually play it on I've got enough space. So my plan is to properly play it now. So I will be getting up on it and playing it weekly, or playing it or checking in on it. But it's that kind of situation where these events keep coming along, but it's almost that thing of Emoji Blitz is a game that they keep adding content to, and there's this event does seem to be a little bit more fun.
Yeah, so this event, back to the original question, we're fighting against Maleficent in her dragon form. And in order to do that, items will pop up on the screen. It says shield and a sword, just like Prince had in the movie. And you have to get them to the bottom row, and the number of them that you get deals damage to her at the end. And once you do enough damage, you get a chest or whatever that's got gifts inside. It's pretty standard for Disney Emoji Blitz. At least it's one of the ones where you don't have to break the item open first and then let it drop down.
Yeah.
This one, you just need to get it to the bottom, which is nice. If you get one of the diamond box characters, which is probably Aurora, the Prince, and Sorcerer Mickey, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's those three. Then every sword and shield that you drop to the bottom counts for double, which is their way of making you want to buy the diamond boxes, which are paid boxes.
Yeah, it's definitely it's been one of those games that does seem to be constantly getting updated, and where they have kind of followed that sort of Marvel trend of updating with events, updating with new characters, and the way that this one runs, it's kind of, to me, it always felt like Zum Zum Part 2, because the way they've been doing the pillows and the merchandise and but in being internal, and it's like I said, what's it been at a year now? This game, it still feels like it's,
give or take,
yeah, it's kind of continuing to move along, and one that continues to get updated. And if you've got to because it's almost like it is a free match, free to win, but it's done in a very different way, isn't it?
It is free to play, and you really don't have to spend any money on it.
Yeah.
But the rate of acquisition of rewards, not just within events, but in general, is so freaking slow. You need 15,000 coins to get the first tier of present, or 30,000 to get the second tier. And that doesn't sound like all that much, but for most players, you're talking about an average of 100 to 200, maybe 100 to 300 coins per game.
Yeah.
That takes a long time. Now, just as a side note there, players like Pirate Steven, who somehow managed to rack up 1,500 per game, need not apply in this case. We're talking about average gamers.
Yeah, I see his tweets all the time about it, and he seems to he plays the game a lot. But that's that thing, isn't it? It's that kind of cool thing for me, like, okay, this is a game that continuously has this kind of drawback in, and also just seems to I've kind of continued to grow, because there are so many Disney games that just literally launch and then they just fizzle out. This one is the one that seems to Disney Crossy Roads, the update key seems to be the way of keeping people engaged.
Right, and I think that it actually just finished a Cars event, and I think they had a giveaway where a Steamboat Willie. That's right. It's actually kind of funny. This is just a side story. I was at Disneyland, for D23, and I had not played this game in a long time. My phone had broken. I had lost it. I don't have Facebook, so I had no backup. And I'd actually mostly forgotten about the game, and I'm in line for the Indiana Jones ride. And the girl, probably teenager,
Yeah.
in front of me. Like, for whatever reason, I saw her phone and she was playing Disney Emoji Blitz. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
And I just downloaded it right there. So that's why I was at least a little prepared for the Maleficent. But I've got nothing. I've got one gold character and like 5 silver characters. So it's gonna be a while.
It's definitely the one that it's one of the Disney ones that for me now. It's like, right, okay, we can knuckle down and play this one a bit more. Because space. It was great. I got my new iPad. I put all my games on it, and I went. I bought myself the 120 gigabyte hard drive one to make sure I got all, and I installed all of it. And I'm like, I mean, it was twice the amount of space than my old iPad. I mean, I've got like everything on it. It was like, how do I have to keep deleting stuff? And it was like, yay, because like I said, we've been talking about Disney Magic Kingdoms. That got to the point where that was the only game I had installed on my phone or on my iPad, because it was the only one that had enough space. Because the updates kept, this thing, every time they do an upgrade, they take more and more of the hard drive space.
Oh yeah.
You buy I had an 8 gig iPhone before I had this one, and it got to the point where 6 to 7 gig of it was just the software, and you just couldn't depend anything on there. So for me, I will be getting into this game and some of the other ones as well. But yeah, great to see these events keep happening in place. So if you are playing Disney Emoji Blitz, let us know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the current event. As per usual, you can find us over at DisGaming.com, also over at DisKingdom.com. You can hit that subscribe button. You can also leave us a review on the audio versions. Where can they find you, James?
You can find me heroiclegacy.com.
And on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check us out on the website as well, because this month in August, we're going to be giving away a $20 online credit for either PlayStation Network, Nintendo eShop, or Xbox Marketplace, or even I'll throw in Steam as well, just for any PC people. Yeah, I might even chuck an iTunes one in there on Android, just to kind of really confuse everybody. But let us know what you guys think, and we shall see you guys soon. Later.